Oh, you're so sleepy. You just remembered that I was here even though I've been talking the whole time. Yeah, settle down. No? Okay. Well, thank you for coming and saying hi. Sorry, I have to baby talk my cat when she comes over. So I've said it a couple times again during the stream, but I think that like they should make like flotillions. Like you'd be able to make floating platforms for your sea base and have it be able to like set a crock pot or an ice box down on it. Gosh. We have 2 cats. Mine is a black Norwegian forest cat, and she's really sweet, but very destructive. She likes, like, climbing on and in things that she ought not, if we're being honest. Oh, no, don't step on the keyboard. Okay. Pig. Come here. Stop stepping on the keyboard. You're gonna kill me. Alright. Let's get this started. But she's very into, oh. She's very into, alright. Let's get back to work. We don't have much daylight. She's very into, like, climbing onto things and, like, knocking things off shelves accidentally just because she's clumsy. But very recently, she's begun, actually cuddling and, like, becoming a lap cat, which is nice, because she's a baby. She's only, she's about 2 years old now. So, she's finally starting to settle down and not be as much of a hyperactive, super destructive kitten. So... it's nice. I enjoy it. I would much rather have her bully her way into my lap and occasionally smack the keyboard than to climb up on my shelf and knock breakable items off of it. Come on, guy. We only got a little bit of daylight. Knock one more down for me. All right. We tried. I'll just set this stuff down. But yeah, my cat's name is Sabriel, and my fiance's cat is Liliana. And I have no idea where Lily is right now, but Sabi is in my lap being very sweet. I think I have a chest full of sand somewhere, yeah. Need to free up some space so I can make some boards. That sucks. I was always pretty lucky because my mom absolutely loves animals and has like a huge soft spot for them. So don't worry about food when you've got a fucking snake on your ass, my friend. I dare say you might be in a better position. But yeah, my mom's got a huge soft spot for like any and all animals, pretty much. So I always had cats growing up. From the time I was like, well, I always had dogs, but I finally got like a dog at my house and not like at my grandmother's house or at my dad's house. When I was like mid childhood, so it was nice. I actually had that dog until like 2 years ago. And unfortunately, she was very sick and did not make it through being sick, so she was an older dog. She was like 16 or so, but that's a shame. I've never had to give an animal away. I've literally, like, so my cat Sabriel, who's here right now, she was, she's like the first cat that I've gotten in like 20 years. Last year on Valentine's Day, my cat died that I was that I'd had since I was like 7 years old, and I was absolutely devastated because like I'd had him literally my entire life, so it was really hard for me, but I woke up on like I cried for like 3 days solid, like just completely inconsolable, couldn't stop crying. And on the third day I woke up and just was like, I have to go to this very specific pet location. It was like a PetSmart or something. And I was like, I have to go to the PetSmart, this very specific one. And my fiance was like, okay, sure, whatever you want. And so we got up and we headed over. And there was like, it was kind of far away. So we went to like a bunch of them because there was like 3 or 4 other ones like along the way. And everywhere we went, there wasn't really a cat that I wanted. You know, I didn't really feel a connection like when I met them, so I was feeling like kind of bad about it, and I thought I wanted like another male cat. Well, I knew I wanted another male cat, and I knew that I wanted I didn't want rather another orange cat. I thought that was too much for me. However, when I got to the very specific location that I had said that I wanted to go, they only had 2 male cats, and neither of them, they were very nice cats, but neither of them really, you know, stood out to me as a cat that was, oh wow, oh wow, oh no, oh no, Good times. So anyway, ow. So anyway, there goes all my bamboo. Ow. Wow. So yeah, so we showed up, and the two male cats that were there just weren't doing it for me. I didn't feel like I was bonding with them. We punching plants now? Oh! He's punching the bamboo! He's punching the bamboo! They do it now! I helped get Bush! Hell yeah, you helped get Bush! Oh, wow, that's awesome! I got struck by lightning and it lit everything on fire. That's what you walked back into. I'm so excited, though! He punched down all my shit! Fuck! That's so good! Come punch down... Is there anything left down here? If there is, punch it! No bamboo. That's a shame. But we know now, for the future, that they will punch plants now. I'm so excited. But yeah, so I met with the two male cats that were at the PetSmart, and neither of them really like stood out to me. They weren't what I wanted. And when I walked in, Sabriel like knocked all of her toys out of her cage, and she was just going nuts, reaching out between the bars and like trying to get my attention. And my fiance just looked at me and was like, "Do you want to see her too?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I'll take a look." And like as soon as they opened the cage, she jumped down and like ran over to me and was like trying to play with me and was being super cute. And like when I clicked my tongue and I like wiggled my fingers, she ran over, and I was just like, okay, this is my girl now. And she's been absolutely wonderful ever since. So I honestly don't know how I would have like gotten through losing him if I didn't have her with me, because it was just completely devastating to me. But yeah, so she's a sweet girl. She had just showed up that morning that I went and found her. So it was like I just got a hint from the universe that I needed to be there. So we went and I got her. And like it was funny because like when we had been driving, my fiance was like, "Do you have any idea like what you want to name a cat?" And I was like, "You know, it's weird, but I keep thinking about naming a cat Sabriel. But that's a girl's name, and I want a boy cat." And then, lo and behold, I end up getting a girl cat. And I also kept thinking, oh, I think I'm going to get a black cat. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling I'm going to get a black cat. And she's black. And, you know, the character Sabriel from my favorite book series is, she has, like, long black hair. That's, like, her signature thing. So it was definitely fate. I'm convinced that, like, the universe just tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, I know you're hurting, but this will make it better." And it did.